In a previous video, you talked about what extras members got from the guild.
Yeah.
But you quoting the Monty Python film, what the guild, what the Romans ever done for us. What influence does 800 estate agents give in the industry?
So it's one of the things I'm really passionate about. So in recent months, we have beefed up our stance in the marketplace from a member's perspective and actually a sector's perspective. But let me tell you how. So we have 2 quarterly forums. We have the National Advisory Council, which are 12 of the best independent agents around the country, regionally come into Park Lane once a quarter. We've invited the Bank of England to that. They've accepted. And so once a quarter, we are influencing the Bank of England in terms of their thinking with regards to the property sector.
Oh, and of course, that's not just London-centric.
Exactly right. They're data gathering all the time, the Bank of England, and it really does actually help them. And they write to myself and the NAC members a month in advance and say, these are the things that we need some feedback on. So that's really important. We've also, Marcus, my colleague, is part of the strategic forum for the Bank of England. So once a quarter he goes to a different meeting, which is also really important representation. We've managed to place ourselves in virtually every review that the government is asking for the sector. So the white paper reviews. HMCLG, as it's now called, the Minister for Housing and Central Local Government, a chap called Matt Pryor, is leading the reviews, and that includes the reservation agreements and the buyers and sellers guides. So
you're not a replacement to your ALAs and your ANEAs, you're just in addition to a different voice.
Absolutely, completely different voice. Our want is that rather than it being my opinion at those meetings, we actually write out to our members and we do surveys or seek feedback, and actually all I am is the mouthpiece of our membership.
So it's not your opinion?
No, it's very much has to be their opinion. That's the principle of the Guild. Absolutely the principle of the Guild. And one of so we delivered recently as part of the government was reviewing whether they should ban referral fees in a state agency, just in the same way that they've banning lettings fees. They were looking at referral fees. So we went to our members. We produced for that working party the biggest piece of survey work that was actually delivered into that presentation. It's really good, really useful. It was publicly acknowledged by Matt that actually the Guild had really helped in that process. So we're directly trying to influence government behaviour, because I don't want to work in an industry where the industry sits back and says that's not fair, that shouldn't have happened.
Because we're very fragmented, aren't we? We've got the corporates, probably 15-20%, and then it's lots of little baby agents.
Yeah.
Like lots of little lemmings, and there's no one at the front. I mean, that should be ALA's and ANEA's job, but you're kind of taking on, not replacing them,
supporting
different
them.
Voice.
Yeah, in many instances, supporting opinion. So if my member's opinion represents the same as ALA or Property Mart, then we'll voice the same opinion.
Are you happy to be different from them?
Absolutely. If that is the direction that we believe as an organisation we think is the right thing for the sector.
But it's the opinion of your people, not the directors or leaders of the organisation.
Yeah.
That's quite powerful, if you don't mind me saying.
I think it's hugely powerful. And I think, there's things that I can't discuss, as you'd expect, where I know that we've been directly linked and would be acknowledged of actually helping the sector.
That's the problem, isn't it? Is that you can't tell people how you... That's the nature of the game.
That's it.
Lovely.
Thanks very much.